What's good? Welcome to the Iccy Show. I'm about to get C Stacks on here and we're gonna about to start this Iccy Show. So let me tag him in. I hope everyone's having a blessed Sunday. Let me just grab him 1 second. So I just sent him C Stacks the invite. As soon as he gets on here, we're gonna start this Iccy Show. In the meanwhile, you can go check out your boy Nice's at 4 Railroad Square in Haverhill, Massachusetts. They got custom t-shirts. They got custom banners. They made the banner behind me. They made Big Money's banner. Shout out to Street Legal Records. They had a spot on the banner. You see my shirt, hashtag Mary Jane. Go check her out from New York. She'll be at the Battle Raps. Speaking of the battle rap, I know Gotta won that battle. Shout out to Mummy Boz against Vic. So that's my personal opinion because Mummy Boz smacked the shit out of Vic and it was on. Someone got that footage. I know they do, and they need to send it to me because I couldn't be there. I was on tour, so I need to see that footage. So inbox your girl G Girl with that footage. I need to see that. Mummy Boz kicked ass. So I'm just waiting for C Stacks to come on here, and we're gonna start this Iccy Show. I sent him. What's up, FMG Feta on the ones and the twos. I'm just waiting for Can I win merchant? You can when we're doing an interview right now. Sometimes I be doing giveaways. Not today though. Today I'm just getting C Stacks on this interview. I am gonna be doing a giveaway. What's poppin', Queen? Angela Brown. Salute, Queen. I need you to come over. We need to get poppin'. I will be giving a giveaway. I gave one ticket of Big Money's fight for yesterday's fight. That was last week, but today we're just doing this interview with C Stacks. So as soon as C Stacks accepts it, but in the meanwhile, you can get your girl G Girls. This is G Girl got these inbox me. You see mason jars. It holds 32 ounces. And the straw doesn't come out. See, it's locked. So inbox me if you're interested in purchasing them. I got them. I also got the 2-in-1 jars like this. You unscrew it. The people that have them, I need pictures of them. You know what I'm saying? The grinder, you go like this and you grind it like this. So Don Vic and the Iccy Show were the inventors of the. So you see it's tagged up with all our information. Inbox me. I don't know why he's not coming on. I've been sending him this. In the meanwhile, what did he say? The week of Christmas, I'm going to be giving the Iccy something of the Iccy Show. So just so you know. That's for Trey. He's asking. So definitely just inbox me. So if you want to be on the Iccy Show, inbox me, message me. It's your girl G Girl doing big things. You can see that we're making moves. I had Virgo G from DTF Radio yesterday on the Iccy Show, and then I'll be on her magazine for the month of January. So going out with 2021 on her cover of her magazine. So salute to her, and we're gonna be doing something big about abuse and rape and things like that. So stay tuned for that. And also, there's some big artists coming up this week. You could see on Monday, Tuesday, the lineup is big. So make sure you stay tuned for that. So one of the artists is going to be talking on Tuesday, and he has a lot to say. He's going to be talking about how he was a female and became a man. So that is on Tuesday's interview at 12 o'clock noontime. C Stacks just sent me the invite, so let me get him on here. What's up? Oh, you're a little late.
What's good, Jay? What's good? What's good? Glad to be back on the show, man. Told you it was taking off.
Show C Stacks.
Told you it was taking off.
What's up, Princess? How are you?
Show?
Hi, so.
Go on. Go on. What's good? What's good with you?
So welcome to the Iccy Show. I know you got a lot to talk about today. You know, everyone knows you from back in the day in the early 2000s to when.
Yeah.
Can you hear
Back
me
in
or
the
no?
day, like I said. Yeah, I can hear you. It was cutting in and out, but I can hear you.
Okay.
Back in the day, with the BET commercial with Iceman Records, Team 220, shout out CEO Red, Concrete Click, Tony Rome, shout out Rome, because he's the one who put me on. And, I just want to talk about everything within the industry that people don't understand, like why they don't get paid for shows. I was a promoter, and if we put the money up for the club and you can't bring the crowd, they're not going to pay you. So people gotta understand with that music, they gotta really get out here and promote it, man. They can't just sit on Facebook and be talking to their friends. They really gotta push this music and grab somewhat of a fan base in order to get paid for what they love doing. And I also want to talk about just everything. Like I just spoke to Mike Boston. Shout out Mike Boston. Everybody know him with the mobile stool. He was telling me, he was like, yeah, how do you Christian rap? So, brother, you taught me how to Christian rap. One day I went to his house and he was like, yeah, you hear this rap? I'm like, yo, I like that song. So, you don't hear there's no swears? That's Christian. I was like, nah, really? And that's what got me into the Christian flow. So I really want to talk about coming from the streets to R&B to, what I mean, doing, just random music and then finally getting to Christian music. Like nobody knew about Boston and Philly. I had a whole Boston and Philly album with a guy in Philly. Philly showed love. Boston didn't show love. Boston, what was it? Takeover, which was,
Why do you think Boston doesn't show love back?
you know what it is. I remember my boy told me years ago. He said they hear you rap every day, so they don't really care to pay for your music because they listen to you every day. Or everybody's just for self. Everybody wants to do for self. They don't really care to push nobody else. And I used to tell them, love gets love. So if you show me love, I'm pushing you. Like shout out Exit, Unk Danger. Exit. I even hit you with that. I was like, yo, get Exit on here, man. He's a good artist, man. A lot of us don't do stuff like that. We don't look out for each other. Like, yo, let's put this dude through the door so we can all walk through later. And that's where a lot of people fall off. We actually adopt people. Joyner Lucas live out here in Worcester. My people know the dude, and they're like, "Oh, he's from Boston. He's not from Boston." Shout out Millie's, man. Millie's from Cambridge. He's not from, but he's been doing things since the triple.
I'm from Cambridge, so give him a shout out, extra shout out.
You know what? My dad's from Roxbury, but he's been out in Cambridge for like 20 years. I worked at Blockbuster Video. I worked at Somerville YMCA. I worked at Price. No, what was it? What's the grocery store out there? When I was younger, I used to do all that stuff. The popular one. It's still popular to this day. What's it called? Jeez, yeah, I'm gonna remember. But I was always through Cambridge, man. We had Thug Sound back in the day. Me, Arnold, my cousin Aunt Nell. We had Cool Jesus on that show. We had OD on that show. I know all these people. Half the people that are out right now been on the show or I've done work with them before. So it's like OD. I push OD. I think OD's another good artist, man. I think he's good. I think there's a lot of good artists that I think a lot of us just, I mean, we're so worried about our own talent and what we're going to do. We don't show love to the next one who might be a little bit better. To be like, you know what, he's a little further than us. Let's push this so we can get through the door with him. You know, a lot of us are just, we feel like it's for us. We gotta look out for ourselves. I actually went to Connecticut when I got my record deal, the jive record with the R&B and all the stuff I was writing because out of state shows you crazy love. You get more love out of state than you'd ever get in your own state, and that's bad. That's horrible.
Fact.
You might even get more love in Lawrence, Worcester, anywhere out here, but you'll never get it in your own little city, man. They'll never show love. Like the Iccy Show, this stuff should be promoted every day. I don't understand. I remember telling you that. I remember telling you when we did the thing yo, I can't believe we did it the day before COVID hit. Remember? We did the casino the next day. COVID hit the whole casino. What's the matter, baby?
They shut the casino down after our interview the very next day when
I
Steve
remember,
Jacks was off there.
I remember that. The next day, we just left walking through there and everything.
I called you. I was like, yo, I was lost in there too, going through the whole casino.
That's what I'm saying. And then all of a sudden, the next day, COVID hit. But now,
Yeah,
like,
that was scary.
yeah, like when I seen you doing this Icy show, I had belief in it because I seen your hustle. You know what I mean? I
Thank
seen your grind. I told you, I was like, yo, watch. It's going to start off slow, then it gets fast. Where's the mother?
you did.
And that's how it worked. It started off slow, then it got fast. So you know what? I'm glad to see the Icy show where it's at. I see the interviews.
Thank
It
you.
looked like down south, some of these guys. You know, I think the fighter guy you did one with, he sounded like he was down south. And then I see you doing the
Big money,
clothing
big
store.
money.
Oh yeah. And the thing is, we don't support our own, like the shows, the radio shows, Rusty, whatever else was going on in Boston. We don't show no love to it.
Well, there's a lot of dick riding, I want to say, in Boston right now. So people don't have their own fucking hustle. Oh, excuse me, I'm cussing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's that's the only thing is, Boston doesn't have support each other like what you say, but they'll dick ride what you got going on, and they
Yeah.
won't go do their own hustle, and that's what sucks because they don't want to unite as one. Everybody wants to work here from here and here, and we can't work like that. So how is Boston supposed to break that curse? They say reverse the curse when no one wants to work like this. They want to work here, here, here. You know what I'm saying? Not collaborate.
Yeah, I see exit because I had told him, I said, yo, exit. What I used to do, I got a song with me, Abby Cotto from out here, Mike Stezo from New York. What I would do, I record the first verse, tell Abby to record the second. I wouldn't even let them hear each other. I just let everybody go in with their own style because the thing is, it's the only way it's gonna work. And I told Exit, I said, Exit, do a joint with OD. Exit just did a joint with Brandon Grimes. Right now, hearing Exit, I'm like, yo, right now he's up there, so let's push him while he's there. I thought Stizzy Left Lane was a good artist. They never pushed him. They didn't touch him. I'm like, what are you doing? This dude he's getting up there. Like, what are we doing? Boston don't want it. And the thing is, that's the hard part. I remember years ago I brought a T-Rex to Sammy's patio. I remember cause my ex-wife was Asian, so she lived out in Connecticut. She knew a lot of New York people. They hooked me up with the Coke Boys. Me and Barbara brought them to Springfield first. Then Coke Boy P
I
was born.
remember Barbara.
Yeah, that's who mentored me through promoting and learning how. The thing is, like she said, you don't want to be a Sammy's patio artist. You don't want to be the thing is, no one's coming there to see you there. But like I said, I see Millie's, and I hate to say it, but I'm trying to learn his formula and go, okay, how's he doing this? How's he traveling the world? And we just sitting in our backyard doing the local shows, man. And I tell artists, man, hook up with this dude. Unc said he knew him. I said, yo, hook up, find out the formula, give it to everybody else. Let everybody come out there with you guys. People don't understand. Even Chicago does that. You know, in Chicago, I would figure they would show more hate than Boston. They don't even like each other, but yet they help each other. King Von, Dirt, and all
And they
motherfuckers, Chief Keef, they all come together. They all, even if they don't like each other, and they make it work. You know, that's the thing. Boston got to understand that these places, LA, they're coming together and they're making it work. We come together, we hate the next person, man. That's horrible. We're not coming together. We're not showing love to each other. We're not playing each other's music. We're not putting out mixtape with only Boston on it. You know, and I learned that from Lovey XL in Connecticut. You saw this is how New York does it. We don't do it like that, man, which is angry. You know, with that's one thing they said. My sons used to go to Boston with me, and they be like, we go to Bergen Town. Y'all are always angry. Like everybody in Boston is just angry. It looks like somebody did something to somebody. So yeah, we got to change that
you
whole
know what it is?
persona. Right now,
You know what? There's no real love in Boston, and it's the saying "real recognize real." That is such a true statement, and there isn't it out there, and that's why my circle is like this. You know what I'm saying? I have people that support me, and I'm blessed for them, but the real people is like this.
yeah.
See that? 5 people. That's it, and it's sad. And what I did is I did my Iccy Show 2.5 years ago, and it started with 7 people. And on this tour, 2 of those people I met on my tour, and I don't know why it's sounding like this when I'm talking. Do you have
I
a
don't know.
speaker on?
I hear you clear.
Oh, okay. On my side, it's sounding like a chipmunk on me when I'm talking.
It's not coming out like that. I don't hear that. I would have laughed a
Okay, that's
long
good.
time
That's
ago.
good.
Yo, yeah,
So,
dude, just
what I was saying is, on the tour, it was a major thing we did. We broke records for Boston, and people don't realize what we did. We did 2 talk shows in one, and we're going to be in the world record. I'm actually talking to an author right now for 2020 and putting Boston in there with Don Vic. And it's 90 pictures in 24 hours from 5 different states. No one's done that before, ever, ever, ever from Boston.
you know what's funny? There's only one person that did close to that, and she used to get the party bus to go to New York. Shout out Pretty Poison. That's the only other person that tried to do it. It all fell
How
apart.
many states did she go?
No, she only went to New York, but she would rent the party bus, tell everybody in Boston who wants to go. I got the party bus. We riding out to New York. I think Biggs went. I know her artist went. Just it was only a few artists though. Like everybody didn't jump on. It's like you. You got it going, and no, everybody's not jumping on the opportunity. Everybody's not trying to meet you to find out what you're doing, so they could be a part of this big thing that you got going on. And that's the thing. People are just selfish. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So that's horrible. And the thing is, like I said, what you got going on, so I want to hop on that. If I was still doing it like I do, I would hop on that bus fast. You know what I mean? You're everywhere. 1 minute you're over here. I remember talking to you like, yeah, I can't get sick, man. It's COVID. I ain't going nowhere. Next day, yeah, so I'm out in Haverhill and this is the store. We're gonna check out their clothes. I'm gonna tell you about it. And then 2 minutes later, you're like, yeah, so now we're in Dorchester giving away food. I'm like, how did you travel so fast, man? You everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, but the thing is, people don't recognize that and go, man, her hustle is crazy. Like she
Yeah.
is not just sitting around doing one Iccy show, then waiting another couple of days. No, it's like boom, 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 boom. It's just happening. And I'm watching it and I'm like, you know what? You know, the Don Vic tour. We're going to New York to check his artists. We're going over here to do this. Then we're gonna go over there to do something else. Then we might go down south just to get cornbread and come back up just to get a Philly cheesesteak. I'm like, man, you don't sit still. And enough people do not commend you for that and go, wow, you really are doing something nobody's doing right now. You know?
Thank you.
But you got to get you recognized. Everybody else will fall in line and be like, wow. When I went to Connecticut, even though this is back when, but anywhere you go, they think our representative is Ray Benzino. So whether they like him or not, they're gonna think, oh man, you know, that's y'all Ray Benzino's artist. Everybody sounds like Ray Benzino. That's all we got. Nobody notices LOG. Nobody remembers Slain. None of that stuff. So that's the crazy part. Because, like I said, years ago, when I was doing the Germany thing, they were, even the LA thing, they was like, yo, Slane's down here. Edo's coming over here. Acrobatic was. I think she's good. I don't want to talk bad about Ray. Shout out Ray anyway, because he did put Boston on the map back in the 80s. If it wasn't for One in the Chamber, we'd really be nowhere. But, I mean, we're living in his shadow of Raven Zeno. Like, we don't have any other artists to compare us to. When you say New York, you got Nas, Biggie, Jay. You got so many artists to compare. In Boston, it's just Benzino. That's it. We don't have any other artists to compare to. And that's horrible. You know what I'm saying? Like Dre Robinson. This dude's a beast. He's always been, yo, shout out Dre, man. That's my bro. He's always been a beast, man. And he does that every Monday rap thing. Are you really doing your hair? Shout out.
She's doing some modeling. She's like, Vogue. Remember Vogue? Vogue. That's what she's doing.
Dre Rob's back. He's doing it every Monday. Well, I don't think he's doing it no more. But Dre Rob's a beast. And they give him no credit, man. And at one point he was messing with Khaled. You know, I remember when Germ General was messing with Game when he was whatever his label was, and I was doing a Rough Rider thing, and Germ was teaching me this is how you do a walkthrough. You go to the club, they pay you just to show up, and you go for a couple of minutes, an hour, then you go home. I was making money off that. Like that's back when I seen him in he was in Connecticut and I was out there because I lived there at the time. And I'm like, yo, John, what up? I'm Ziggy from Academies. His boys start to buck up. He's like, nah. We got to say, yo, fam, long as y'all out here, this is Boston. And me and him linked and we started trading ways to make money, ways to do things. You know what I'm saying? And we don't do that in Boston. Like dude said, terminology. Yo, Term's a beast, even though he's from Lawrence. But even as mass as a whole, we don't even support that. You know what I mean? Like I said, Millie's Term, a lot. There's so many rappers I just feel like we should have stood behind just to even get Massachusetts through the door. Massachusetts ain't got no artists either. Connecticut don't got nobody. Rhode Island don't
Actually, no,
got no.
no, Boston got some artists, but they're not consistent. I'm going to tell you, 211 Wall Street, they've been out there for years. And I can say they got a good team.
I got those are my brothers. Nino's my brother. I got 100 songs with that dude. Me and Nino, well, his name ain't Nino no more. His name's Shaddai Reef, but that's my brother. For real. I did the whole 8 years with that dude, man. That's my bro, for real. Like, he'll tell you about my cousin Nico, Joey Giovanni. We all started in his basement. All of us. Me and Grizzly, we actually started there was a rap battle with Mattapan in the early either late 90s, early 2000. Frankie Wainwright, and there was another
Oh,
dude
yeah.
from Frank. They always won. But I won one, he won. But me and Doe had 100 songs together. Me and CEO Red had hundreds of songs together. So that's back when they were DAT tapes, though, so I can't find them. But Doe Grizzly,
He's a beast.
who else?
He's a beast.
Mike Boss is my family. Russell Goodwin, that's my brother. Like me and him made albums where it was karaoke. Me and Russell, me and him, they used to call us Capote Noriega. We used to will to kill, world infinite lords likely to kill. That's my brother. Say I love that dude to death. I was just talking to Mike Boston earlier. It was
She's the model for today. Little princess.
But the thing is, like I said, there's so many. I work, I mean, even when we was Rough Rider, it was me, D Nation, Smiley Sick with it. Smiley Sick with it was a beast. And then I went to Connecticut. I tried to take it a little further. I did the Germany, which was worldwide Rough Rider, do all the DMX shows and all that stuff. But that's why I still support him. I mean, I know Smiley's not rapping, but D Nation, I still push him
He's a
because
beast.
he's doing something. He's doing something I believe needs to be backed. Now it froze.
Told you.
Tell her. Tell her. See? Oh, it's coming back. It's still froze. Tell her.
Someone give you chips. No one give you chips.
I know. I thought you wanted
She
pizza
cooked.
anyway. Huh?
Is your princess pop? Is she cooking today?
She's asking me for chips. She's junk food eater. She eat that all. I told her I make pizza. No, I eat chips.
Mm.
No, those are mine. That's why you want them. But no, I work with a lot of Smiley's artists. You know what I'm saying? What's his name? Pope. I work with him. I got a song with him. Yeah, open it later, baby. But I work with a lot of artists in Boston that people don't recognize. It's all on Reverb Nation. I work with everybody. Grime Gert. I've known him since he was in diaper. We grew up in academies together. That was my little bro. And coming up, I was the first to buy that Roxbury State of Mind shirt. I'm the one who told him, yo, you should try to do t-shirts. Yo, I tried to manage him, but then my boy Core Black got him, and then he ended up messing with L, and I don't know who I think he's messing with Grey Code. Shout out Grey Code too. But yeah, there's a lot of people. I'm like a silent partner. You know what I mean? I don't tell everybody what I'm doing, but I try to push everybody in the right direction. Like I said, I think I gave you two artists that I'm like, yo, work with him and work with him. I'm gonna push exit to you, and the other guy, I'm gonna find out what's up with him, and I'm gonna try to give it to you too, because people need to jump on what we have. You know what I'm saying? Whatever we have in Boston, and I used to tell artists, I want you on everything moving. I don't care what it is, your song, and you have to be a part of it. And like I said, what you're doing is right now it's on the biggest scale in Boston. No one is doing what you're doing. Nothing.
Thank you.
Nobody. And you and Vic in the car all the time, just going somewhere. You know what I mean? Or you're in the car going somewhere. It's just like I said, I mean, you gotta tip your hat sometimes. Be like, you know what? This is popping. If somebody came to Boston and say, what show is popping right now? If everybody doesn't say the Iccy Show and they bring up something else, I never heard of nothing else. And I sit on music every morning. I wake up at 5 every day. People go, why are you up at 5? I'm like, it's my body. No, I wake up and look at everything. I want to see everything coming out because I'm still a part of this music thing and I still want to know what's popping, what's not popping, So, like I said, man, just keep pushing. You know what I mean? I see this thing going real big, real soon. You know what I mean?
Thank
I don't see this thing on a small scale. You know what I mean? Especially doing it like this. I always wanted to do the camera thing ever since I seen you doing it. So I'm like, man, this is cool. Actually, there's a few people, even I don't know if it works out of the country, and I don't even know if they got apples, but I'm like, man, there's so many people I just want to send them to you. Like, yo, just do this person and Australia, do this person and England, do this person, they're over because you could do it. You know what I mean? And
you.
you know how to, you're a great host, you know what you're doing, you know. And like I said, I mean, I want to see you on the Joe Buttons level where you get paid for doing all this stuff. Just, you know what I mean? Because I mean, look how Joe Button and all them other podcasts are going. I just told another friend of mine who I'm probably gonna try to link you with if she will, but she's in New York. Her name's Jules. She said the same thing. They want to give me a podcast. I'm like, you don't see how much them podcasts are worth? Drink champs and all that stupid crap. I'm like, man, they make a lot of money just to sit there and do nothing, just ask questions.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I definitely hope to have the Iccy Show. It was supposed to be on Comcast, but due to Corona, um, I can't. They're building schools, so I'm hoping next month. I mean, early 2021 that they'll open it because it's supposed to be on 6 different cities on Comcast on Channel 99. So I'm praying that it opens so I can get my show on there.
Yeah, but that's what I'm talking about. When you get see, Sonny put out Gangster, right? Shout out Sonny, shout out FMG and Tony Lopes. But when he put out Gangster, I'm like, yo, Sonny, this needs to be on Netflix. Why you just got it on YouTube? It ain't gonna go nowhere. And then you watch Netflix and you watch a lot of these old bum movies. Like, wait a minute, Gangster could have been there. They're not
Hmm.
pushing that. Nobody pushing that
I'm in
movie.
that. I'm in that movie. Check it out. It's called Don
Like
Hugo the Gangsta on YouTube.
about jumping out the trunk. You told me you was in pain when you did that. I was like, yo, yeah, he came out the trunk. He's like, yeah, I was in pain for that. I was like, yo.
Yeah, because
But
it's dangerous. I was in the trunk when they were speeding and going around the corner. I was in the trunk. So I'm supposed to have the thing ready to go when they pop the trunk. And
yeah.
flying around the corner, I'm getting tossed like woo. now.
Yeah, I remember talking to you about that, man. But that's what I'm saying. Like, nobody commends you for that, though. Like, how many people you know are gonna get in the trunk and drive a few blocks? That doesn't happen. Nobody wants to do that. Everybody's scared to do that. But you did it for the movie and you made it work. You played a good role. And I think you said you was doing another one with him or something.
Oh, I'm in
I
a
think you
many
said you
different
want to do
movies.
another movie with him.
I'm not with Sunny right now filming.
Yeah, see?
Shout out to
People.
Sunny Thompson. I got my own movie. It's gonna be filmed in Texas. Shout out to Mr. Sandman. He gave me my own movie. So he gets his eye surgery. I'll be going back to Texas. It was supposed to be done in November, but he had a medical issue. But shout out to Mr. Sandman. I will have it. It's called Poison, and it's a dope movie. My sister gets killed, and then I go and I retaliate on all the mobs.
You know what? Shout out Sandman. And I told you, you gotta leave this state to make things happen. Trust me, you'll
That
come back with the crown, and they're gonna look like what it Joyner Lucas, if you ever read up his name was Future. I was Rough Rider, you know what I'm saying? My kid's mother, she knows him. She used to bully him back when they were younger, some stupidness. But she kept introducing me. You wanna know Future? All I know is this kid had hundreds of YouTubes. I was like, nah, I'm good. I ain't dealing with that. Now he's joining Lucas. And he put out the whole blueprint on how he did it. He left the state. You have to leave, man. I had to leave in order to see anything, man. Boston was I wouldn't want to stay under the corner mall all day for how many years selling CDs, man. It just got old and it got tiring. So I had to make a move, man. I couldn't just sit in one spot. But with you, with the Texas thing, that's huge. That's that's
yeah.
almost colossal, man. And don't worry about who hates. Don't worry about who loves. Worry about what you're doing. They're gonna love you
Thank you,
eventually.
baby. I appreciate you.
Of course, of course. You know, always got your back, man. Like I said, day one, even when you gave me my first interview, I was excited. You know, I was like, oh man, I'm about to be on the Iccy Show, man. Shoot.
Yeah.
You know, that's big. People don't understand that. One day, and I promise you it's gonna happen, you're gonna be so big, you're not even gonna do regular interviews no more. And everybody's gonna say, oh, you're not doing them no more. Oh, you're not doing it for free like you used to. You know what I mean? Watch, I'm telling you, man, just gonna happen. I seen my girl Jules doing that. I seen it in 2019. I told her, I said, she was a singer, and I said, watch next year, you're gonna be where you want to be. And so far, she does magazines, they're offering podcasts. She's getting paid for this stuff. And I'm like, told you, you guys are gonna, you know what? You guys are humble. You guys are pushing it. You guys aren't asking for a backing. You're allowing the backing to come to you. And this should happen, man. I believe it's gonna happen. I try to speak to people about promotion, promoters, why they're not getting paid. You don't got a fan base. You could bring your girlfriend, your cousin. It's not enough. And people don't understand the promoter has to pay that club back. And if you guys are not filling the club or bringing nobody, there's only 10 people in the crowd you're performing for, there's no money gonna come to you. The promoter has to get paid first. That's the one that booked the show. They're not responsible for creating a fan base for you when your music is nowhere. No one's heard it. And that's what it's about. You have to make yourself heard. And that's what you're doing. And that's why I support it. Because when you make it, all you gotta do is say, see Stacks always showed us love. You ain't gotta pay me nothing. Just see Stacks always showed love. He always pushed me. He always said I could do it. And I know you can do it, so I'm always gonna back you. That's just the way it works.
Thank you. I
Uh,
appreciate that. I really do because people, I've had the show. I was the first one out of Boston to have the talk show. Um, been here 2.5 years, and some people support me, like really support me, like strongly support me, like you. Um, but a lot of them just want to get on here and they don't want to have contact with me no more. You know what I'm saying? They just want to get it. But starting on January 1st, the Iccy Show and the Don Big Show is $50 to get an interview on our show, just so everyone knows that. And you can't be mad at us doing what we're doing, but we be traveling. We sponsor our own self. So if anybody wants to sponsor our show, let us know. That's why it has to go up because you see we're doing the work. We're going state to state, city to city. I mean, look at we went 5 different states in 24 hours to do a tour. And then we did close to 50 interviews altogether.
I didn't never got my Iccy shirt. I was supposed to get that months ago when COVID first started. I didn't get my
What
Iccy
size are
shirt.
you?
I'm an extra large, man. I'm
I
an
got some more
XL.
for you. I'm gonna check to see if I got an extra large. I got it's a green with the orange. That's the extra large.
I don't care. It don't matter to me. Whatever it is I'm wearing. You see me wearing my studio Fontanez. I wear his hoodies and everything. I don't care. I don't care what color
I
it
got
is.
you. I got you. I definitely got you. No, I really do.
I just want to be down with the rest of the world before you make it. And then I don't
You
got
have to be going where I go. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be part of my
to.
security when I make it. For real,
I'm
real
all
talk.
for it,
Like,
man. I'm all like I said, I'm all for it. And like I said, even Don Vic, man. I mean, I learned him through Gangsta actually. I didn't know who he was till he did Gangsta, and then his name started popping up more and more and more. And I'm like, okay, all right. So who's this dude? And then working with you, and then I'm like, okay, this dude's somebody, you know. But like I said, for those who support each other, this is how you learn other artists, other people. You know what I mean? You just stay in tune. Like I said, if I didn't watch Gangster, I wouldn't have knew half those people. And I met them all through Gangster. You know what I mean? I knew half of them.
going on, princess? Welcome to the Icey Show. You're on the talk show right now.
Icy show. It's not ice cream show. Icy show.
Ice cream.
It's icy.
I love ice
How old is she?
She's 5, but she's gonna be 6 Thursday.
cream.
Oh, happy birthday! Woo!
When's your birthday? Six. Is it? No, it's 11. Maybe she already passed it.
Okay, happy birthday.
8.
Yeah, but like I just Don Vic's right. If he when him sat down on that one, he's right. You guys are traveling the world. That's out of your own expense. You know what I'm saying? You guys are supposed to get paid.
You're
You guys are
breaking
supposed
up.
to have people, huh? Don Vic's right.
You're breaking up. We didn't get.
I can hear me, but you have to. No, but if you watch a lot of these shows, people sponsor. They send money in to keep the show going. Oh yeah, we go to the kitchen now, right? We make the pizza.
No.
She makes pizza.
You know what I'm
She
cooking now?
makes pizza. Once in a while, you make pizza. She makes pizza right here. That's the kitchen. She makes pizza. I'll show you.
I'm
Show
about to
that.
look it. I'm gonna show you something. T-Stack. Look it. Watch this. Hold on. There's some ribs right there.
Oh, those are ribs. I told you she makes some ribs. She got a cooking show. She made pizza. Yes, she did.
No, she didn't.
I go watch Annie. Yeah, go watch Annie. Junk food. Junk food. But
My
like I
kids are.
said, you know what? I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna give you even better, right? Go on, Billy the Kid. Go on anybody's show, right? Everybody gets a lot of viewers. And people do not push you enough to get a lot of views. Watch it, get low attention spans. I learned that from 30 Hustle. Say that when we put the website together. You gotta have something going. Everybody got ADD and low attention. If something's not keeping them interested, stop watching. You know what I mean? They listening. But let me feed all this. People just they'll watch it for a minute and then look over there and go, "Whoa." It just happens that way.
Definitely. What could you tell, since you've been in the music industry a long time, what could you tell the kids that are growing up now that are younger than you in this music industry that to give them advice on us?
You know what? I remember going in. I'm from Cat. Yeah, people. I remember calling Martin and need that CD, bro. I remember before that, when I was in high school, when it was really Big Smoke. I walked through Heat Street with my boy Corey just to get a CD. Put an A hat on. No problem. I remember calling Zeke Martin. I said, yo, you find me girl. I need to kill her. More money. So I think probably work with dude, you know, get together now. Not me out in projects, but there's no more problems. They can sit in
I
Washington.
open your phone. It's like a bad connection, like when you were talking right before.
I
When
can
you
hear me talking. It sounds like your phone's tapped. I'm joking. I'm joking.
that's
Yeah,
fucked up.
I got a lot of.
Hey, the feds can watch all my phones. I don't give a flying fuck because I'm not doing anything. I'm just doing the Iccy Show. So if they want to hear it, they can hear about Icy right now.
But I tell a lot of these dudes who got beef with each other, nobody knows who you are. They don't really care to hit about.
They're saying it's a bad connection.
Yeah, head good is bad. Yeah, the numbers start going up again too. Wow, they're going up.
You want me to end this and then come back on it?
Let me see something.
What do you think?
Hold on, let me do what you do. Let me walk to my cooking and see what happens.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
I'm gonna make pizza like you, but yeah, you're right.
What do you think?
My pizza's different. My pizza's different than yours. I'm gonna cook it like you. You cook yours. I buy mine. Yeah,
Well, I
we
make
might.
mine by scratch.
Yeah, I make mine from scratch. Grocery store. Yeah, we might have to do it over time.
All right, so let's end this and then I'm gonna come right back and get you back on. So
That sounds good.
let's do that. Stay tuned, everybody.